YouTube, so it's been a while. I haven't really done too many how-to videos, so I thought I'd give this a go because now that it is coming up on Christmas, I want to show you how to make a candy sled that are perfect, pretty inexpensive gifts. Hello, Bentley. To give to a bunch of people. You can make like a bunch of them, and it's pretty simple. So I'm going to show you what you need, and then I'll show you the different steps and how to put it together. So the first thing you'll need is glue. You could probably use tape if you wanted to. Or hot glue. A lot of people use. I don't have hot glue, so I'm going to use this one. Not too strong, so people should be able to pull the candy apart easily. What you're going to need is the base of the sled. So I'm using a milk chocolate bar. That's going to be like the base of the sled. And then if you come over here, we have different candy canes. There's going to be like the bottom part of the chocolate, the sleigh part, so the chocolate will sit on top. That's like the curved part of the sleigh. And then you kind of just stack it like a pyramid from there. So I have some Reese's, Crunch, Milky Way, Three Musketeers, Baby Ruth, and a little bit of Fun Dip. You kind of just layer it, make it a pyramid on top of the base of the sled. So let's go ahead and get 4 regular candy canes, and then I just found these different flavored ones. It probably doesn't matter. It's up to you what kind of candy canes you want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and open these, and we'll put the base of our sled together. I'm making 12 of these candy sleds, and however many you decide to make will depend on how much candy you get to make the sled, but obviously you'll need 2 per, so you kind of just figure how many candy canes you'll need, 2 per each person, per candy sled. The first part, I'm going to glue the candy bar to the top part of the candy cane that is under the milk chocolate. I've squeezed on the bottom, and then I'm going to put the candy canes on top like that, and then I'll turn it over so you can see it. Keep in mind, my glue is not the fastest drying glue, so when you put your strip of glue on there and you put the candy canes on it, you want to hold the candy canes as you flip it, and then set it down so it can glue straight up, or else it'll kind of wobble and fall over. So just keep that in mind if you're not taping or using a slow drying glue on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and start stacking my candy. Fun fact, the glue would have worked if you have a fast acting glue like hot glue, but I do not, so mine was a wibbly wobbly mess. So I'm going to use regular tape and then just tape the backs of the candy canes to the backs of the candy bar. So pause for effect, and then I'll show you what it looks like. This is the final product. I've taped it to the bottom, and that's what it looks like on top. Now we're going to start stacking the various candies in an upward pattern. I unwrapped all of my candy, and I've kind of just played around with it how I want the configuration of the candy to stack, and you can pretty much have at it any way you want to with this, but this is my personal preference. I put the Fun Dip on the bottom because it's flat, and the Reese's lined up like 2 Jenga pieces, the Crunch and the Baby Ruth and Milky Way, and then I finished it. I would have just had one left over at the top, so I went ahead and put a little round one. You can make it all square, kind of like a Jenga thing. It's totally up to you. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my glue and just glue it in a stack, and I'll show you the final thing. I'm just putting a little smudge of glue on the bottom of each, and then just stack the final product. You can put a little ribbon on top, a little bow. It's up to you. I'm going to let it dry, and once it's good to go, you can put it in a little wrapper. But yeah, that's pretty how you make it a candy sled.